With the better players, you're going to tend to see that straight line happening somewhere after impact. You know, at worst, impact, right?
Yeah.
You would say, but somewhere after impact
would be the preferred.
Right. If you're a little bit of a slower player, you need a little more height, maybe a little more at impact is about right for you, and that's totally fine. But we definitely do not want to see it somewhere
there
back here in the downswing, and we do. We
all the
see
time.
that all the time.
All the time.
The hands get kind of left behind their thigh. They get all this like thrown out. Ooh,
Yeah.
It's a tough pattern to overcome.
What I see is a lot of power coming from wrist, forearm, and like shoulder.
Moving internally.
Internal rotation.
Yep. Boom. And that kind of couples with the pelvis almost rising, the legs almost straightening a little bit. So there's no down, there's no pressure getting into the lead side. There's almost like a little float load, you could call it. Some people have talked about that in the past. I'm not a huge fan of like wide to narrow, but some of that concept isn't so bad for somebody that's the opposite.
Yeah. So what I say is they're not loading things in the right order. Usually they loaded things too early or never at all.
Yeah.
I want to see the arms getting fully loaded kind of in the transitional drop.
So you're seeing this right here.
That's
Boom.
what I want to see. So a little falling, and now everything's fully loaded. Now you can just let it happen. It can unwind.
So the reason I have this long white PVC pipe, this is about 5 feet long, it's a great training aid. I use this for a lot of things. I use it for alignment stick, but I also use it for training the golf swing. And what you can do is if you struggle with casting, the old, fishing, where your wrists go out, if you want something to quickly sort of work on that and fix that, you can take one of these pipes, kind of grip. I like to get like a couple feet down on it, almost the middle, and have it outside my left hip socket. So now here I am at setup. It might be a little more lean forward than I would with a normal club.
Yeah.
But I need to have it outside I can't have it in my stomach. That doesn't quite work. So I'm gonna have it right here. And now I can actually make swings where I have to avoid myself. If I cast it out, ooh, that's gonna whack me. Now we got some pretty sore and black and blue ribs, right? So I gotta figure out how to get this around the corner and maintain some of those angles, or even increase some of those angles in transition.
Perfect.
You can go slow. I can almost point this stick right at the ball, and there we go. I kind of have that 90 set up with my left arm and the club, or the shaft here, just like you would see with a lot of tour pros. And then figure out how to then turn the corner to get down through the ball and not hit myself. I wouldn't recommend doing this very fast right out of the gate. If you're using like a broom, you could do it with a club gripped halfway down. You could do it with a alignment stick. Anything that's really a shaft, essentially. But I would start slow.
Now, there's a couple ways I see people cheat this that I want to make sure that people understand.
For sure.
Swing it up. Now, what if you took your arms and you just fired them across your middle and you didn't turn? So you're not going to hit yourself, right?
Right.
But that's horrible.
Everything's closed off.
One way I see people cheat it.
The relationship I look for is really getting this stick sort of lined up parallel with my chest. So I got it parallel somewhere about here in the downswing, and then I can keep turning with that all the way through. So it's pretty parallel. Versus this one definitely is not parallel.
Nope.
And my arms are crossing me.
Arms are passing your midline. We don't want them passing your midline until the ball's gone.
So you feel like your hands are right of
your
sternum.
center.
Boom, 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 boom. So it's kind of that late hit or delayed strike we've talked about.
Speed out front, however we want to phrase it.
But I've gotten pretty good where I can make some fairly fast swings here, not hit myself. Now granted, there might be a little more hold on or retention of the angles. I'm not letting it out as much because I don't want to hit myself. But again, for somebody that's been casting for maybe 20 years, you got to make a change. You got to exaggerate. You got to slow it down.